everybody? I am Poop Witch X, and I am joined today on this episode of Coven Conversations with the incredible DaTaysteeOne. How are you doing?
Hey guys.
Before we get started, what are your pronouns?
So my pronouns are she, her. If you would not like to call me Tasty, you can call me Erica too. That's my first name.
I could call you Erica?
You can call me Erica.
I am honored. And you could call me Haley, but you already know that. I mean, like, I always introduce myself as either Poop Witch X or Haley, so everyone knows. But like, I feel so blessed and honored. Oh my God.
It's a pretty cool name.
It is a great name. First of all, I adore you. You're wonderful. You're so sweet. Thank you for taking the time out to do this with us and to hang out with the Poop Coven and do all the stuff and things with us.
Love you guys.
I love your face. So I wanted to ask you, because we met kind of recently. I feel like it's been the last like 3 months.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
3
around
months.
that.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot longer though. Like I feel like I've known you a lot longer than that. Like I feel like if you would ask me, I would have said like, it feels like I've known you a year at least.
We connected immediately.
We did.
When I came into your stream, because I am exactly the same way that you are.
Let's go.
But all the time.
Exactly.
I am chaos in full form all the time. Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to be. You're either chaotic every minute of your life, and you are a hot mess. Oh, I can't curse, so like it even counts if I curse in the podcast.
I'll curse for you.
Please, I'm begging you. Like, I'm gonna live vicariously through you right now. Okay.
Absolutely.
Every curse that you say is going to be just picture coming outside of. Don't say. Okay. Anyways, don't So, I wanted to ask you, because I know you're a streamer too. Have you been streaming a long time?
Oh my God, no. I've been streaming for 3 months.
Oh, wait, so you found me around the time that you started streaming? Oh,
I
my
did.
God.
I know, isn't it?
It was meant to be. What the heck? So wait, so what got you into streaming? Like, what was the pull for it?
So honestly, I'd been really, really afraid to do it for I wanted to do it for a few years. But hearing kind of some of the negative feedback that I had heard from some other female streamers and, you know, some of that toxicity, I really took that to heart, and I prevented myself from, doing it. What really changed my mind was back in February, I ended up getting COVID. So,
no.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally fine now.
Do you have any long-lasting things?
I didn't. I lost my taste for a couple weeks, but that was the main thing.
Did you have that like taste aphasia thing where everything smells and tastes like rotting?
Yeah, and I ate pickles straight raw, and I couldn't taste them. And pickles is one of my favorite foods. And I munched on it, and like, this is the worst day of my life.
Really? I've even heard people drinking water. The water tastes like sewer water. Like everything was like rotting. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it lasted weeks. It lasted a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was sick for probably 2 weeks or so. So that time that I was home, I'm like, let's try streaming. Let's
go for it.
Let's go crazy.
So wait, so you started 3 months ago, and it was because of, it's funny because a lot of people found Twitch 2 years ago, because when the pandemic hit, everyone was at home and they had nothing to do. So you're sort of at the other end of the spectrum. You're like, well, the pandemic's still happening, but I actually have the virus that shan't not be named. And now you're like, bam, like I'm gonna try for myself and see how it is. So what has your experience been like? It's so nice because you're like just starting your journey. That's so nice.
It's so weird too, because like so my very, very first stream, it was a test stream, literally just supposed to be like a 10-minute thing just to see, because OBS is a nightmare, but it's from the gods. It's so much better than, I don't like Streamlabs, but just trying to make sure everything was working, and like no makeup. I don't think I was wearing a bra.
You shouldn't. I never wear a bra. I never wear a bra.
I'm wearing one today. They needed the support,
Oh, I feel so honored that you put a bra on for me.
Should be.
I did not, but I'm sorry.
I put pants on too. I never wear pants.
Pants for me? You wore pants and a bra? Whoa, I've been blessed. I am sorry. I wear pajamas like every single stream. I'm so sorry. But I wore my favorite Butthole City sweatshirt for you though. So
I'm wearing my Wava sweatshirt.
Oh my God, let's go. Okay, we'll come back to that. That makes me so happy. Okay, so you started your first stream. You were doing a test stream. What happened?
Yeah, 10 minutes in, somebody joined my stream and was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like talking to him, trying to figure out like what the heck was
deal
going
is.
on.
Yeah.
And he's like, mind if I bring a few friends here? And I'm like, yeah, as long as it's not like a lot of people. He raids with like 40 people. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
what am I gonna
happening?
do? Yes, that is so funny. You know, it's funny. I think that's a blessing because my first stream ever, I was rated with 100 people, and I was completely overwhelmed. And this is sort of funny because I started like screaming, freaking out, and I started to panic because I had no mods. Like it was like my first stream ever. Then he was, I think, my boyfriend or my fiance. I don't know. He was like, oh my God, I don't even know what. And I got up and I went to the bathroom because I was like, I'm just gonna take a break. And I got up and walked away because I was so flabbergasted. And they weren't even in English. They were spamming like other languages, but I didn't even know. No. I was like, oh my God. So I think it's a blessing though, because, on your first night you had a great raid, which is great. Right. So what is it? How have you been feeling? Because you said you were apprehensive because women on streaming, toxicity, and never toxicity in streaming, and never. What has your experience been 3 months later?
It's been so crazy because I was expecting a wide amount of like sexism. You're not a model, so you're ugly, things like that. And I'm loud and I'm weird and I swear way more than you, I think.
No, there's no way. There's no way. I don't believe you. It's impossible. Also, you know what? You might also curse, and then I say words incorrectly as form of curse words. So maybe I've butchered so many words at this point that nobody even knows what I'm saying. It's like a Haley language. Like everyone knows what moided means, what waids mean. Everyone knows what the
New
words
York
mean. But
accent.
yeah, that New York. It's just no. I don't know where it came from. So wait, so you have you had any experience with any kind of toxicity, or has it been really good?
Honestly, the only toxicity that I've noticed is on TikTok, which is just I think is a whole ordeal.
Own thing. Yeah. TikTok is its own thing, and I think it's because with Twitch, like the climate of Twitch is changing. I do think that it's from when I started streaming, it's substantially better. There's always room for improvement when you're dealing with like large scale people at mass, and like there are content creators who still produce really toxic communities and stuff. And that's what they thrive on. But TikTok is like you are unleashing yourself on the whole planet.
Exactly.
Instead of like the bubble that is Twitch, which Twitch is a monster, don't get me wrong, it's the size of an ocean. But TikTok is like the earth, and Twitch is like the Atlantic Ocean. It feels like they're both huge, but in different ways. So how have you, like, as you've been streaming, like what are things you found that you've enjoyed? Like, has it been something that you really have enjoyed doing?
It has been, and it's been such a pleasant experience that I'm kind of waiting for like something to go downhill real fast because it's been so good.
Right.
But my favorite part is just interacting with people on the internet, nice people on the internet, of course. Right. And like seeing your community, my community, like grow and thrive, and just meeting like actual good people is so wonderful to see, because you don't see that every day, like walking down the street or doing daily things. So
and I think that like what's beautiful is that you cultivate your own little corner, right? So you can make it look like whatever you want it to look like, and you can find safe places on Twitch. I'm not saying, and I know that like not all places on the internet obviously are safe, and many in Twitch are not, but they're really, you can find people that are like-minded and open and welcoming and inclusive. Those absolutely exist, and I love that that's your experience so far, because when I first started streaming, it was you got hurt like as a woman, like a woman presenting person, you got obliterated a lot, like especially if you played really competitive games, like if you played Call of Duty, if you played certain games that like first person shooters, I feel like are always the worst for but if you do you play games, or do you do mostly talking?
Well, I mean, I can talk your ear off for forever. Like I never stop talking. Like that's my fatal flaw. But I play a lot of games, so I'm a huge variety, minus horror games. The closest thing I can get to horror is Dead by Daylight. And that's not even like horror genre, but
it is. Like it's its own like it's sort of. I've been jump scared before. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy? Though it's a scary game.
I don't talk about it because
I had my butthole blown out.
Animatronic toys freak me the fuck out. And I
had my entire. I was playing this game. It was for St. Jude. I was playing this game, and I thought, this is it. Like, you guys wanted me to play this game. This isn't even scary at all. And then I had the biggest jump scare of my whole entire gaming career. I got so scared. I levitated out of my seat and I walked out the door. I was like, I got my butthole blasted. I was trash talking. I was like, this game is trash, garbage. This isn't scary. And then don't play it. If you don't like horror games, don't play it.
I have a habit of peeing my pants when I get scared. I peed my pants in a corn maze one year. A semi came at me, and I was just saying before we had gotten to this corn maze, I'm like, man, I really have to go to the bathroom. And I didn't think to like go to the bathroom. So we were walking through, and this semi, it's made to like turn the lights on and like look like it's driving at you, right? So I'm just like minding my own business, you know. All of a sudden the lights turn on, the horn starts blaring, drives at me. I go, oh shit, I'm dead. So I fall backwards. I pee my pants in front of probably 40 to 50 people.
Stop.
And I'm like,
no. There was a crowd? Why was there a crowd?
Oh, it was a haunted corn maze. We were all walking together.
All walking together. Oh, sweet baby Jew. Or I almost said the J word. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that word either. So you oh my, wow. I'm like picturing this and I feel so sorry. Like, what happened? Did you just get up and go like, all right, this is my life now? Well, thanks for the show. What happened?
I was more, before I realized I'd peed my pants, I was more concerned because like the corn stalks had just shit on my ankles. So they were just torn to pieces because they were so sharp. It was like daggers because I fell backwards. So I was more worried about like my ankles, and I'm like, I just peed my pants.
And so your ankles were bleeding.
Yeah, my ankles were bleeding. Right.
Your ankles are bleeding. You peed your pants. There's 40 people standing around you like, yay, life memories. You were like,
right. Luckily, my mom had a like sweater to go around me, like to tie it, you know,
Mom.
Like to cover. But I'm like, yeah, I need to go home now.
Did you get out of the corn maze?
It took me a while. I had to walk. I had to walk pee pants for a little bit. It was.
Wait, I expected you fully to be like, oh yeah, that was like the finale. I had like 5 minutes left and we just walked out. You're like, no, it took me a while. I had bleeding ankles, urine down my pants, and it took me a while to find my way out. No.
Yep, it was pee pants. Pee pants for at least 5 to 10 more minutes, and I'm like, I need to go home.
Oh my God. Have you ever gone to a corn maze since?
Nope.
Stop. I'm so sorry. This is so traumatic. I'm so sorry. But that just cracks me up. I could just picture you being like, okay, at least I literally pictured it like the exit was right there and you kind of let your guard down. Like that's what I pictured. And then the lights came on and you just like, you know, but you had time to like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That is not funny. That's not funny.
I have so many stories. My tasty tales is what I call them, is like very embarrassing things that happened in my life. Like
all about peeing your pants?
Well, no, the like poop in my pants. My Tinder horror stories.
Oh my God, I need to hear a Tinder horror story. You would think I'd go for the poop in the pants story, but like I feel like we had the urine story. I want to do a pivot. Please tell me your Tinder's. Please just tell me your worst one.
So, I mean, of course, this has a little bit of sexual stuff, but
sissy. Everybody close your baby ears.
Yeah, cover your ears, children. Okay. So, I met this guy on Tinder, real hottie. I ended up going on a date or two with him, and this was around Halloween. Go figure. All of my bad luck happens around Halloween.
Well, I have a question for you though. Do you keep a spare pair of pants in your car? Because I
do
feel
now.
Like you really? Yes. Okay. Well, all right. I needed to know that answer before we kept going with this story. Right. Okay. So we're had a couple dates with a hottie around Halloween. Do you like love Halloween or do you loathe it at this point?
So my birthday's in October, like the end of October.
Oh my God, DaTaysteeOne.
So this happens in my birthday month. All of this just happens. Yeah.
This is the best. And you don't like horror games.
No.
I love it. Okay, so all right, you go on a couple dates with a hottie. So what's going on?
So I go back to his apartment. We're watching horror movies. You know, at this point, it should just be a red flag. I should know better. But we're just, hanging out. Things get heated. And he's like, let's go to the bedroom. And I'm like, you got it, dude. So we go into... So there's two parts to this. We go into the bedroom, and I see his room is lit up really, really well. And to my right, I walk in, and he has, I'm telling you, like floor to ceiling, like display cases lit up perfectly of Lego Star Wars scenes reenacted. Like,
okay.
Like,
that kind of sounds awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm like,
awesome.
Nerd, I love this.
Yes.
I dig this. So I'm like, this is great. Cool. So, everything's getting like heated, life is going good.
I think I know where this is going.
All of a sudden, he grabs his chest.
Wait, this is not where I thought it was going.
No, he grabs his chest and he's like, I don't feel good. So he gets off. He's like sitting on the floor. He's holding his chest. He's like, something's going on with my heart. And I'm like, that's it. I killed a man. I'm going to have to call the ambulance. I murdered him with sweet love making. Like, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what? How am I going to explain this to people? I'm like, yeah, we were doing stuff. And he just clenches his heart.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's like freaking out. I'm freaking out because I'm like, I don't know this dude.
Have you seen Something's Gotta Give, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. This is like exactly how Something's Gotta Give. Okay, keep going.
So eventually he's like, oh, by the way, I have a heart condition. And I'm like, you didn't mean to tell me that before everything happened? I'm like, why did you not tell me
this? This is so much worse. Wait, I thought you were going to say that you got like really overzealous and you like pushed him into the Lego case and all the Legos fell and broke. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I wish that's what it was.
And he like kicked you out after and was so upset. Like, that's what I pictured. Oh, this is so much worse. Yeah. Okay, so he has a heart condition. Okay, so what happened?
So eventually like his heart like decided to like chill out for a minute. So of course the mood was ruined. So I'm like,
chill out for a minute.
I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I'm like, you're good though, right? Like, I don't need to call anybody. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you have a good night, sir. I had never spoke to him since then until I ended up working with him at a job later in life. And I still see him occasionally, and I'm still reminded of my sweet love making almost killing him. So that was
okay. So wait, can I say a couple things here? This is the moral of the story.
Yes.
You like absolutely can take this as a huge compliment. Like, it's a terrible thing, and I'm glad he's okay. But you should 100% take this as like, I almost brought a man to his death. Okay,
and that is not
something like you literally. I mean, there's no other way you could take this other than as a compliment, all right? Like, you have to be like, I mean, I'm glad he's okay, but like, damn, what were you doing, Jesus? I mean,
and I can't make these stories up, guys. This is true life. Like, this
was that the worst one you've ever had? And he was okay though, right? Like,
he was okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay. He just like almost died, but he got too excited. Okay. Right. So what happened? So like, that's the worst one?
That's the worst one.
You're a killer in bed. Literally taking men's breaths away, breaking hearts. Oh my God. That is, you know what's funny is that I've been with my husband, but I've been with him since I was 16. We've been together for almost 15 years. Like, we've never broken up. We've been together forever. And so I hear these Tinder horror stories, and I'm sort of like, they sound like some of them sound great. Some of them sound really funny. But like sometimes like this one, this could be like, this is one that you should carry around in your pocket and be like, so you want to know how good I am? I have to have a warning. I have to have a warning on my Tinder profile. Warning, can cause heart attacks from...
I should just get a tattoo being like, you cannot ride this ride if you have a heart condition. You're pregnant.
Yes. You do. You have to be this many things to ride this ride, baby. So that is horrible. Wow.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's okay. I fully, when you brought up the Legos, I fully expected you to say that you got like excited and in the moment and you like pushed him into one of the cases and all the Legos came down and he started screaming at you and kicked you out or something. Like, I pictured that. And then you went, oh no, he almost died. Okay.
I just remember it because it was so cool. And at the time I'm like, man, he's dedicated to his craft. Like, how many people can say that their whole bedroom is Lego Star Wars?
Okay, but now I have to ask you, when you see him now or when you saw him immediately after, like, did you make a joke? Did you say anything? Nothing.
We never mentioned it.
You never even mentioned it ever again?
Pretended
oh my God.
like we didn't know each other.
You didn't. Did you reintroduce yourselves?
Yeah.
Like you said, no! You literally were like, hi, I'm Erica. And he was just like, hi, I'm heart attack guy. Like, that's what you did? No! Oh my God. I don't know. You know what? That might have been better though. Like just saying like, we're going to start, would you ever date him again? Like, would you have ever gone on a date with him again? You're like, absolutely not.
You know,
he said, no.
I can't deal with that turbulence and those unquestioned. What if I did kill him? Like, what if
I know, it's kind of that would be traumatizing. This is a funny
I would be
story.
a Lifetime movie. It would not have been okay.
It wouldn't have been okay. This is a funny story. If it had gotten worse, it wouldn't have been. Okay, so now I'm curious, just like, what's your second worst Tinder story?
Well, I mean, it's just the guy I dated, you know, he just was a disaster.
He was bad.
Yeah.
He's a bastard. Oh, I cursed. Oh my God. Come on.
I did it to you. Right. I did it to you.
It's okay.
I did it.
I knew better. I thought about it, but you know what? I bet you he was, and it was earned. That B word drop was earned. Oh my God. So can I say, you're in a relationship with Nober, right?
Yeah. He's right over there.
Let's go. The two of you found me at like the same time, like that night. Yes. Is he like laughing at your Tinder horror stories?
He's already heard them. You've heard the story, right?
What?
The heart attack story? You've heard this one, right? Yeah, he's heard it.
He's heard it. Okay, so he signed the waiver.
Oh, absolutely.
How long have you two been together?
We've been together 3 years, going on 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Aww.
Yeah, he's okay, I guess.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah, that's what I say about my husband. I'm like, yeah, I'll keep him. My mom always like, you've been together for 15 years. You're like, oh, you'll keep him? I'm like, yeah, he's all right. He's pretty good. Like, he's pretty good. Oh, that's really sweet. Do you guys like, do you have a house? You live together? Also, where do you live? You don't have to say specific if you don't want to.
I live in Minnesota.
You live in Minnesota? What is Minnesota like? Wait, can you talk to me in a Minnesotan accent?
Oh, you betcha I can there, Haley.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
Oh my God, you just became a different person.
Oh yeah, you know.
Do you guys do Minnesotans say you know a lot?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Have you always lived in Minnesota?
I lived in Colorado for a little bit.
All right. That's still over there. Yeah. Okay.
It's still close enough.
It's still close enough. So do you like Minnesota better than Colorado?
Oh yeah, you betcha. They're very, very similar in like their climates and then their people, except I got made fun of when I talked over there.
Why?
My accent is very, very thick when I'm talking about certain things like bag and about and certain words.
Wait, Minnesotans say a boot like Canadians do?
About, yeah.
About.
Wait,
now I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it. About?
I say about. So it's a harder O and U versus just about.
And then instead of saying bag, you say big?
Big, yeah.
Interesting. What else do you say?
Speak for me.
I want to hear all the things you've said in your life. All of them, starting now.
Shit.
You say that one the same, I think.
Yeah.
Do you have any cities in Minnesota?
Not too many. You know, we have a couple sodas. I've been up since 6 this morning.
No! Oh my God! Lord have mercy.
With me.
Oh, I will be gentle. I will not be like you on your Tinder date.
Pat me. I was gonna say.
So So what is it like? Because I've never been like past Ohio. So is it beautiful? Like, what's it like living all the way over there?
It's so great. Like it's perfect to do everything outside. Granted, winter is an absolute nightmare. Do not recommend, because you guys get a lot of the snow in New York. We get the cold.
Yes.
So we get snow, but not as much as you guys. But the cold is the worst part.
And you're cold until like April, right?
Yeah. So it just started getting up to like 60, 70 degrees.
Just this week?
Within the last week or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, just a 60? Lord have mercy. That is pretty bad. Mosquitoes are awful. Are they? That's like Alaska too. Yes. Surprisingly very cold, but the mosquitoes are terrible in Alaska too. Have you been over to Alaska?
My sister used to live in Alaska, but I never went.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one of the states that I want to go to more than like any of the other ones, actually.
It's beautiful. Don't drive, because if you hit a moose, it's like it's devastating.
Yeah, I would assume, and I've seen a moose or two. Big ones, giant big ones. So okay, I have a question for you. What was your first word? And currently, what are your top 5 favorite words? That's such a good question, Frog.
Oh my God, my first word?
What was your first word? Do you know?
Yeah. Probably the typical mama, dada thing.
Yeah, I think I was dada, yeah.
The only thing I remember from my childhood is I never wear clothes. I was naked everywhere.
In Minnesota?
Yeah.
In the cold? You little wilderness baby? What the heck?
I was rabid. I never wore clothes. Baby. You look at all the pictures of my childhood, even the one on my graduation cake, I was naked, standing in a kiddie pool. They just so nicely put the graduation or the diploma over my
your goods,
my bits.
Wait, so, I don't understand. You were at a public school in naked graduating?
Oh, no. Like on my graduation cake, they can print pictures.
No, I thought you meant like at your actual graduation, you were naked. And I was like, okay. That seems like not like, right? That seems the most famous moment of my childhood when I was naked is I have all older cousins. And we were at my aunt and uncle's house and they were running through the sprinklers and my sister could fit into my cousin's bathing suit, but I was the youngest, so I couldn't fit into anyone's bathing suit. So my parents said, you just can't go out. And I said, you want to bet? I stripped naked and I bobbed and weaved. I slid under people's feet and I ran outside. I had male cousins. There was boys in the neighborhood. I was like 3 or 4. And every picture is just the parents chasing after me and I'm just in full sprint out. And all the little boys in the neighborhood were like, oh! And you see my sister going like, oh! And I'm just like, oh! And I charged out there and my mom and dad had to run through the sprinklers to get me. And guess what? Too late! I was already soaked. I was running that, but I wasn't like feral baby. I wasn't like naked all the time, but that was my proudest moment growing up, I swear. So you live in Minnesota. Is that like where you plan to be? Like, are you one of those people who like to travel, or are you like the shoe fits, I stay?
Yeah, I love to travel, but Minnesota, like if you guys haven't been here, like I highly, highly suggest it, especially in the summertime, because we have more like beach shore than like California and other places, because we have like we're like the land of 10,000 lakes. So, but we have more like close to 12,000. So like in every direction I can think of, there's like a lake within like a few miles. So there's beaches literally everywhere. Water sports are always a thing. Fishing is really good. I go kayaking, I go snorkeling.
And it's very like quaint, right? Because you're kind of like in the woods, but you still have like little towns, right?
Yeah. So the town that I live in is kind of known as like kind of the gateway to the like north part of Minnesota. We see a lot of tourists and stuff. It's a very scenic part of Minnesota versus like the south by Minneapolis, St. Paul it's mostly suburbs. And then like, it's like a hard cutoff from like the cities to like cornfields. And then, there's like almost no like gradient of how it's just hard.
It's either like gorgeous or nothing.
Yep.
So where is the gorgeous if I were to come that way?
So like, the gorgeous, yes.
No idea.
So my favorite place in Minnesota is Duluth, which is up on our, Duluth.
I like it.
It's up in the North Shore. So if you go to the tippy top, so if this is Minnesota at the very, very tip top, by Michigan and Canada, that's going to be the North Shore. So there's tons of things to do. You see Lake Superior. There's really good hiking, very, very scenic. When the fall colors change and the leaves change, it's like one of the most beautiful things, and it's one of my favorite.
What's your favorite food there? Like, you guys have the best comfort food. What is the best comfort food in Minnesota? That's what Miss Minnesota literally. Miss Minnesota literally said we have the best comfort food.
Well, I like deep fried pickles.
I love deep fried pickles.
But I mean, in terms of like what Minnesota has, I would say they call them like the Juicy Lucy's, where they put the cheese inside.
Oh yeah, I've seen those on diners, drive-ins, and dives. That was where I first saw the Juicy Lucy's, which it sounds delicious. I feel like, it's interesting because I've never been to the West Coast, and I do feel like the states all, like a lot of the states in the Northeast have very similar vibes. They really do. Like, if you go to Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, like they all feel like, you kind of feel like they're all the same. They all are very slight variations of each other. They all have their own little nuances, but I feel like when you go to the West Coast, each state feels uniquely different in a way. Like, I don't know if it's also because the states feel also like much larger. Like all the states over here are kind of like tiny little morsels, and then they're big over there. Right. But I've never thought about going to Minnesota, but now you're sort of selling me.
Like, I would just say, even just looking up online, like some of the pictures there and the things you can do, like I highly, highly recommend it. And yeah, West Coast, I've never been over the West Coast either.
What do you consider Minnesota then?
We're Midwest there, bud. We are not.
Okay, so you're not, all right, so I'm like, I just picture a line. So this is what I think. There goes a line down the center. So like anything west of Michigan is the West Coast. Like, that's just what I picture. Anything to the east is the East Coast. That's like how I picture it. So you're in the Midwest here, bud.
You can't even come back from that. You cannot.
I swear, I do. I don't think of it like you, but you are in the Midwest. I didn't like think about it that way. I just think you're all over there on the West Coast.
We're like 7 states away from the West Coast.
Well, what is the first state in the West Coast then?
I would say I'm thinking California.
California's on the edge. I mean, that's all the way at the edge of the country.
Like Nevada, maybe?
What, that wouldn't be, I don't actually.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if that, wait, Nevada, so but Nevada's in the Southwest, right? So, and so what you're trying to tell me is California is just the entire West Coast, just California, Oregon, Washington.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole West Coast. Okay, got it. Good.
I think that's what I think, at least.
Okay. Well, then you know what? I will take I will rescind my West Coast fault lines in the line. Okay. So since DaTaysteeOne, you are a streamer.
Yeah.
I don't always do this because I want to give you my undivided attention, but we did get a raid. So if you want to accompany me on just saying thank you to Lemon Bunny for raiding us with their beautiful community. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
raid. We're doing a podcast. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to put them in the chat. Thank you so much for picking the poop coven. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much.
I didn't finish Frog's question, though.
Oh, yeah. Tell me. Yes. What's your favorite 5 words?
So my favorite 5 words, I would have to say, I say a lot of yeet. Like, I used to say it like ironically, and now I can't stop saying it. I'm just like, why are you like this?
Yes. Why am I the way? Nobody thinks what I think. Right.
I cry every time it leaves my mouth. I'm like, why are you like this? Most of them are swear words, so I say fuck. Like, that brings me back to like the TikTok sound where it's like, I like to swear. What's your favorite word?
I love it. And did you hear the song that got edited?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, I can't say it right now because I'm not allowed to, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not allowed to curse today because every time I curse, I have to donate $5 to St. Jude Live, and we're already at 8 curses in like an hour. I'm gonna go broke. Oh God, I have 4 hours left. This is gonna be brutal. But so you like yeet, the F word, what's your other one?
Ooh, you almost tripped up there.
I did. I caught myself.
I would have to say Heckin. That's one of my favorite.
Heckin, I say heckin too, but that's not really. I thought you were saying your favorite curse words. I was like, that's not
my
really a
favorite
curse
curse
word.
word?
I've been saying heckin. No, keep going. Your favorite word: yeet, heckin, F word. You know
Poop.
what? Can
I've
I?
been saying poop and butt a lot because of you. Your butt has rubbed off.
I have impregnated your brain. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many times people will message me and be like, I can't understand why, but every day I say more things that you say every day. So one of my favorite things is that I say trash, garbage. Yeah. And one of my favorite things ever was when Deli told me that he told his boss, he's like, I gotta go to the trash garbage. And it was like, his boss was like, what? But it's true. I mean, I say a lot of things weird. I do. I say a lot of things, and I say everything I've ever thought that comes to my mind. So it's just like, there's no barrier. That's why this is harder. It's not that the not cursing is hard. It's that I don't have a barrier between my brain and my mouth. It just, they all collide, and it all just comes out in like a free-flowing word diarrhea bomb of things. Everything I've ever said just will come outside of me, all of it. But okay, I have a question for you, because I feel like you give off the energy that maybe you would either like this or you already do it, and it's gonna be super random, but I don't know why. I just get the vibe that like we're about to like hardcore bond. Do you read smut?
Really? I have another story about reading.
Oh my God! Why did I know that this was going to engage you in some way? Wait, tell me the story. How did I know? How did I know? I knew it. I could sense it. I could feel it. Oh my God.
I haven't read it in a while because I feel like a dirty little girl when I do it. But my first smut that I read was when I was 14 years old, and I didn't realize I was reading it. I picked up a book from the store, and I'm like, it's about vampires. I'm into Twilight. And that was my whole Twilight phase. I'm like, vampires. So I picked it up and I started reading it. I'm like, something's not right.
Something's happening to me.
And then I kept reading it.
And then you're like, where can I get some more of these books?
And I did. And I bought several of them afterwards. I'm like, man, they're really good.
Did she know that they were smut?
No.
Oh, you sassy girl. Do you read them now, or is that something you haven't? Okay. So I don't know why, but I feel like I don't know. I can't explain it, but I feel like you would like all the books that I've been reading relentlessly. They're so much fun.
I need to know more.
I'm going to send you some recommendations, because I get this energy that you would genuinely like, because first of all, they're high fantasy, right? So they're not, It's not just that they're like, you know, it's not just straight, you know, guys. I don't want to be judged over here, okay? There's a real story, and it's beautifully written. And it's not like, I feel like, because I'm on Book Talk. Are you on Book Talk? You probably wouldn't be.
Shut the front door. What did you just say to me? Book Talk? Is that like a TikTok?
Babe, I'm about to unload in your brain. You're
blow
never
my
going to
mind.
change. I'm going to blow your mind like you almost blew that guy's heart. Okay, ready? I am going.
Too soon.
It wasn't in like 5 years ago. He's alive. It's fine. Okay, so let me tell you something. So Book Talk is a subset of TikTok where all of us read smut, mostly smut, but everyone recommends, and it's like this inner book club that you feel like you're a part of something. Like, are you on Reddit?
To go on Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit's kind of like trash garbage, but like Reddit, you know, there's these subreddits that you sort of feel like you're part of like a group of people who are like-minded in that way, which can be gross. And there's a lot of people just complain, but Book Talk feels like you're in a book club, but like with the world. And it's so good. And I read a book a week. Your mic is cutting out.
Is it? Well, it's because I didn't talk loud enough. I have to scream, apparently.
Oh, is your mic voice activated?
Yes.
Oh,
it probably shouldn't be.
Yeah. But then if you don't have a voice activated, it will pick up everything. Like if I'm in my hallway, they'll hear me talking. Like it's like Anna will be like, oh, what did you ask Aiden for more grapes or something? I'm like, how did you hear that? I was 30 feet away. But no, I feel like you'd like it. I really do. And I feel like you give me the energy that you like a lot of the same things I like. So can I do like rapid fire questions?
Absolutely, yes. Okay. I just threw my hand on the floor. Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna like rapid fire. Book talk is the best thing
prepared.
Ever. I can't even.
Ready?
If you like reading, by the way, like book talk is the best. We have a book club in our Discord, but like book talk is the best, and everyone's like really nice. I can't explain it. Like I love it so much. But okay. So do you like Buffy?
Okay, so here's the thing. I just restarted it in honor of you. I used to play the games a lot, so yes, I like Buffy.
I
did it for you.
Did you? I'm gonna cry. Did you just say in honor of me? Do you know like what an absolute, like if I can change anybody to do anything for themselves, it would be to watch Buffy. Oh my God. So where are you in your rewatch?
Second episode.
Okay, so you just started. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so what about, so do you like you don't like horror movies, you said, right? Or like anything in the horror genre? But do you like Halloween?
I do.
Your birthday, right? Is around Halloween. Do you do like every year for Halloween, you go like full out for your birthday?
I try to. Like this year's going to be my dirty 30, so I was going to do something
Join the 30s club, babe.
I don't want to.
We have knee problems.
I know. I can feel my knee like hurting from the way I've been sitting.
Everything cracks. Yo, I was doing yoga the other day and every pop click. I could have done a remix off of my
Snap,
joint
crackle,
pain.
pop.
It was like unbelievable. My husband literally turned around and was like, "Are you all right?" He's like, what even are those noises? Like, what joints are those coming out of? Yeah, it's pretty. I'm 30. I'm like, I turned 30 in August, so I'll be 31 this August. And I'm not even kidding. Like, everything cracks. I mean, it's just like, what the hell? Okay, so what are you doing? What do you have planned for this birthday, for your 30th?
Well, I was going to go do I was going to go to TwitchCon.
Yes, let's go.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to because we're going on a trip to Colorado in like 2 weeks. Ooh, so like that's a lot of big trips for us, and with my job and stuff and a small chilled. It's hard to my chilled.
Your little chilled?
My little chilled. He's not even really little. He's like almost taller than me, it seems.
How old is he?
He is 7. He'll be 8 in November.
Oh my God, good for you. Yeah. I like how you call him a little child. That's very. Does he ever come on stream, or is that something you keep him away from?
He does come on stream. He likes to take over the stream, and he likes to tell people to yeet and that they're bots because
you must have got the yeet from him. That's like I feel like a lot of kids say yeet. I never picked up. I say yeet when it's like something has been yeeted, but I don't say it like casual. If that makes any sense.
I don't know how you say yeet casually. Like,
like people just will be like yeet, and you know what I say? You know what is the word for like a beach? I didn't curse. A beach. You go to the beach.
Go to the beach.
you know how I say instead of the bitch, I say. I'm going to I'm not cursing right now.
Go to the beach. Eat.
I say that like almost as a compulsory thing. All throughout my house all day, I'm like saying the word for beach all day, constantly.
Absolutely.
I'm treading the line so hard right now, but that's okay. I am tap dancing on the line of cursing right now. But oh my God, so you're going to Colorado in a couple weeks? What are you guys going to do down there?
So we're going to Nober, aka Wade, his cousin's wedding, and then we're seeing my best friend that I haven't seen since like the pandemic started. So we're road tripping it. We're hopping in the car. Yeah,
that makes me so happy. Oh, I feel like when people go back and they see family and friends and like, especially, have you been back in a long time?
The last time I was there was 2-3 years ago. So it's been some time. Yeah. We got there really honestly when the pandemic like first started, or like when it was starting to get really, really bad. So everything was locked down. Yeah. So we couldn't do anything almost our whole trip because we couldn't go anywhere.
Right. Right. And I think that that's like sort of the thing is like Aiden and I were talking about traveling soon or like doing something, and it's just it's hard to plan, right? It's so hard to plan. Even now, years later, the numbers are still rising. It's hard to plan and to know like how things are going to pan out and work because you know, I have 3 dogs. Are you bringing your son with you?
He cannot. So it's weird because like his cousin's wedding, no kids are allowed. So it's just like I can't have like I need somebody to watch my kid while I go to the wedding, so he won't be able to go with.
Aww.
I thought about bringing this cool. Oh my gosh, my cat just scared the shit out of me. Come here.
What's your cat's name?
This is Loki, Queen of Darkness.
Oh, wow. What? Oh my God. You like, it kind of looked like you like whipped her up and whipped her back down. It was like, no. I whipped my hand back here. Oh, she's so cute. If I were to ever get a cat, I'd get a black cat. So
she's
cute.
The best. She's my Sour Patch Kid. Right.
Does she let you like cuddle her, or is she the kind that's like, no cuddle, don't touch me?
She wants to be touched at all times. Okay. It's kind of a problem, but
how did you make a cat that's like nice all the time? Because a lot of the cats I've met are like really mean and they scare me.
Thing is, everybody tells me I hate cats because they're mean. I'm like, I don't know what cats you talking about.
I'm not kidding. I don't know what it is, but I think that there's just this. I have dogs. I've always been a dog person. I have giant dogs, and I think that dogs want your love and it's unconditional and they don't care. Whereas I feel like cats, it's more of a like, hello, how are you? You may pet me here. If you pet me here, I will skin you alive. If you pet me here, I'll skin you alive. But also, like, I want you to secretly pet me here, but don't you dare pet me here. And dogs are like, you can literally put your hands inside of my face and I'll be like, thank you, Mom. I think that's the difference, is that I'm just used to that sort of like unconditional attention that dogs like, whereas cats are more like, but that's also, that's why they're unique, right? Each cat, I feel like, is so in tune with their owner.
Yes.
Because they're unique in that way.
And, you know, I mean, every animal has their boundaries, but I know specifically dogs, they don't give a shit about anybody's boundaries. Like
most dogs. I mean, there are some, like the teeny tiny ones. Like, I feel like a lot of teeny tiny ones are a little bit sassy-frassier. But cats are much more like, I have boundaries and please. And then there are some cats that don't, but I have to assume that every cat has the boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How old is Loki?
She is like, she just turned 3. We just rescued her like 7 months ago.
Oh, she's new to your family and she's that comfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She literally, once we brought her home, she literally jumped out of the box and walked around like she had always lived there. Because they were warning us when we adopted her, like, hey, just so you know, it's going to be kind of a transition period for her. You know, she might hide, she might not eat or drink. So we were prepared, you know, for her to not really show her face. No, she just popped out of the box.
She knew she was yours. Oh, that's so sweet. That's really, really sweet. That makes me feel like, oh, maybe one day. Maybe, and also, yes, rescuing cats are amazing. And so do you know how old she is?
Yeah. So when we got her, she was about 2.5. So I think they said her birthday was like in May. So she just had her like 3rd birthday.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm happy for you. That's actually like really, really sweet. And also, I feel like you still have that like new cat. Like whenever you get a new puppy, a new kitten, a new cat, a new dog, I always feel like there's that like moment of like you still have that like new pet smell, new pet energy. It's really nice. Oh, I'm happy for you. That's amazing. Does your son like her?
Depends. Okay. He doesn't like any. He very much has boundaries. So he's very much like, I will touch you when I want to touch you, and if you're around me, I want nothing to do with you. So like, it's cool that he's like that, but he does like her. He talks to her and stuff, but
it's
when
good
she's
for
like,
kids to have boundaries, I feel like.
Absolutely.
And for to say what, you know, when I want this and when I don't, and like have bodily autonomy in that way. So I think that's a really good thing. I think that's great. Yes. Okay. So I cannot believe that we are almost at an hour. So I'm gonna do rapid fire questions because I need to know.
We are not already.
I can't believe it. I'm not even kidding. We have like 5 minutes left. It's absolutely bonkers. But
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Okay. Favorite food?
Cheesecake.
Well, now I need to know what kind. Specific or just original?
Original.
Like what are we talking here?
I love strawberry cheesecake, like with the strawberry drizzle, or turtle or strawberry.
Feel like you like Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been to one.
Stop it! No!
I've never been to one.
Really? Do they not have them in Minnesota?
They have them down by the cities, but not up north, in
I
the
can't
cabins.
do that. I can only say in a Minnesota accent, Minnesota. I don't know how to say anything else. Minnesota, and maybe you betcha.
You betcha.
That good? You betcha.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. We have to practice. The New York is too strong. So wait, so you would love Cheesecake Factory. If your favorite food, that's one thing that Cheesecake Factory, you would hope that they do right?
Yes.
Cheesecake, they do it right. They really do. Okay, so your favorite color?
Lime green specifically.
Interesting. I feel like that's a very specific. I actually really like that because I thought you were gonna say purple because your hair is purple, and like, not that my favorite color is purple, but my hair is half purple either. So like,
right.
Maybe don't judge a book, Haley. Like, but like, people assume.
You judgy Judy over here.
I literally have half purple hair, and my favorite color is not purple either. Actually, my favorite color is orange, even though this looks red on camera. It's not. So your favorite color is lime green, and I also see that you have a lot of like crab Little Mermaid. Is that your favorite Disney princess behind you?
Oh, I got the crabs. I saw them at the dollar store. I'm like, I got to bring these crabs home with me. So I just bought them. And then these are just my squishmallows that I've got. Mallows.
So you don't even like Little Mermaid?
Oh, I love Little Mermaid, but Beauty and the Beast. Belle, come on.
Baby, yes.
Come on.
Can I just say, though, that Beauty and the Beast, the biggest flaw with Beauty and the Beast is that when he changed into a man, I was like, ew. I was like, I want the Beast back, please.
Right, like, they made that Beast look fantastic.
Way too good. Way too good. I'm sorry. Like, the man version, like, I'm not trying to, like, body or face shame. It was just not even close.
His face could cut glass because of how sharp it was.
But also the Beast, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. He had anger issues. Don't get me wrong, okay? Like, he had anger issues. Like, yeah, Belle has Stockholm Syndrome. But, like, is it really such a travesty? He, a handsome, gigantic, muscular Beast, sort of kidnaps you. Okay, that's kind of effed up. Okay, fine. But then, like, here's a whole library. Here's a whole garden. I'd be like, you know what? This is not so bad.
You know what? I could live with this.
I think I could make this work. This is every smut book ever written, by the way. This is the plot of every single. A handsome fairy kidnaps you. A handsome vampire. A handsome werewolf. Every single time. Okay, so my favorite princess, though, and also Belle changes him. She saves him. She saves her dad. She saves the town. She's the only one, other than the newer princesses, the older princesses, who she uses her brains.
She didn't have to change for nobody.
No man.
People. She was
That's why I hate Ariel.
And emotionally awesome.
And Ariel was literally like, I love you, Prince Eric, even though you don't know what I sound like or any thoughts I've ever had, or
right.
Like, I'll just leave my whole family, everyone I've ever, the whole poop comes like, God, don't start with your Ariel rant.
I'm an adult. No, you're not. You don't understand.
Oh my God. Okay, so your favorite, would you have a lucky number?
23.
Why?
My birthday.
Okay, all right. Okay, I take it. I always feel like I learn a lot about like people who like colors, numbers. I feel like lime green and 23 make sense together.
You think so?
I feel like that makes perfect sense. I don't know why, but it feels right. Okay, and favorite movie?
Oh my gosh. So if we're going Disney, it's probably Beauty and the Beast. If we're going like actual movie, I am a sucker for P.S. I Love You.
Oh God, that movie's so sad.
It's so sad, but it's so good. Gerard Butler.
It's so good. I know, but like that movie was like egregiously sad. Like it was too much.
I watched it with Wade for the first time like a while back, and we were watching it, and I'm like, this is one of my favorite movies, and like after like in the very beginning, he's like, why the fuck are we watching this? And I'm like,
it's pretty brutal.
My favorite. He's like, he just. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Don't spoil it. But wait, do you like romantic movies? Romantic that's not even a rom-com. That's just like a romance, right?
I like rom-coms. I like romantic. I like comedies more, I guess, than anything.
So like, what's your favorite comedy?
I really like Grandma's Boy.
I love Grandma's Boy. Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. That one is amazing. That is
so
amazing. So funny. So iconic. That was a great one. I love Grandma's Boy. Oh, now I feel like I have to watch that with the Poop Coven. That is such a good movie. Oh, we have to. That movie is like amazing. Okay, favorite TV show?
Oh no. No, don't put me on the spot like this.
You can do top 3.
I would say I am a big fan of The Office.
I literally just took a nap to The Office.
That's what she said.
I've rewatched it like 1,000 times. I fall asleep to it now because it's so relaxing to me.
Yeah. And I like Psych.
I've never seen it. Is that with, no, that was Monk. Sorry. I don't even know what Psych is.
Monk's really good too, but Psych is with James Roday. It was on TBS, I think. I think the channel.
I feel like I don't. It's on Prime?
Yes.
Okay. I want to start. Have you seen what did you guys call it? The Good
Place. The Good Place.
Good Place. I'm starting it this weekend. I know,
so
everyone lost their minds. I'm like, I have to watch this. I have to watch this.
You have to.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay, so Psych, The Office, you have a third?
I like the IT Crowd.
Oh my God. Wait, I feel like we just talked about this like a couple days ago. That is so bizarre. You're a little sorceress, aren't you? Just you knew we were talking about this. The Good Place. I want to watch The Good Place because everybody flips out whenever we talk about it. So I wanna watch it.
It's so good.
There was a meme with the It Crowd. We were just talking about it, right? It was a meme. Yeah, the It Crowd. Or it, yeah. So wait, so you, or IT, sorry. I read it before I said it, sorry. The It Crowd, the IT crowd. Sorry, I read it too quickly. Okay, so your favorite, okay, so those 3, and then I feel like that's a big spread. That's like a big spread. The Office, Psych, they're all like comedies though. So you do have a thing for comedies, right? Yeah. Psych is a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's like a comedy mixed with like mystery. It's like solving like murders and crimes. It's real good.
Okay. Also, what's your favorite fruit?
Man, I didn't realize I had to think about it.
I took a turn for you, babe.
I'm like fruit. I'm like, okay.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
I would have to say strawberries. I love strawberries.
Oh my God, did you see my nails?
I did. And I was like, holy shit, she got strawberries on her nails.
I did. And you've seen my strawberry tattoo, right? So I have like the strawberry seed, strawberry flower, strawberry, and then it says like figure 1. So it's like a botanicals. Yeah, strawberry.
Oh,
although
it's so cute.
Thanks. I'm obsessed. I have a huge strawberry collection. It's like I have a humongous strawberry collection in my house. I love strawberries. Me too. They're such a happy fruit. I feel like they're the happiest of all the fruits.
And they're ripe in summer, and it's just so sweet.
The color's beautiful. The smell.
Oh yeah.
They're just, I feel like if you looked at a bushel of strawberries, you just like smile. They're just so happy.
It's true.
Oh, there's another a Minnesota word. Cute.
What?
Say cute. Cute. Say cute.
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 Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, okay. Cute. That's another one of my favorite words. I'm like, it's so cute.
So cute. All right, you know what? You've inspired me. Now maybe I will come to Minnesota because it wasn't ever really on my radar because it sort of feels like they're like I don't know what you would do because you know unless you want to go to the city, which I don't like cities that much. I mean, like I do. It depends on the city. But Duluth, you said, so that's I'm gonna keep that in mind. I really am.
I like to go snorkeling in the summers because we have mine pits in some of like the clear lakes, so you can actually see to the bottom. And I like to go rock hunting.
Ooh, we were talking about rocks, right?
Yeah. I asked you if you liked rocks.
Yes, and I was like, I love rocks. I love rocks and crystals. And when I tell you something, I will pick up a rock. Like Aiden like loses mind. I'll pick up a rock and I'll be like, in my pocket. It's my pocket rock now. Like I'll be like, this is my car rock. This is my purse rock. Right? This is my pocket rock. Well, pocket rock sounds dirty though.
It does. It sounds like something.
It definitely sounds like something else. Whoopsies.
This morning I actually went like rock hunting. So I go to the stream and I go wading around in that Crocs. And I look at rocks under the water and I pick them up. So I have a lot of like Minnesotan like agates. And I was going to send you a bunch of rocks.
Oh my God. Do you tumble rocks?
I want a tumbler, but it's just so loud.
They are so loud. You have to run them for days.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I thought about getting a tumbler too, but they're loud and you have to tumble them for days sometimes. Like a lot of people put them in their basement and just tumble them, but you'll hear it all the time, even in the basement. Like they're really loud. Okay, well, how do you say coat and road?
Coat, road. Coat, road.
That sounded fine.
Coat,
I feel like those sounded, I'm a rock hound. I love it so much. Minnesota is the great outdoors. Go Boundary Waters. Minnesota,
yes.
Minnehaha Falls, Taylor Falls. Have you heard of those?
Yes.
Okay.
So, wait, who said that?
Rhea's in Minnesota too.
I was gonna say, Miss Minnesota, she's one of my girls. But yeah,
yes.
like Minnehaha Falls and things like that. Like there's one that I like to go to Gooseberry. So it's like Gooseberry National Park. They have this beautiful waterfall. It's up, I think it's past Duluth. But that whole area, it's so scenic here, and I love it. I love living here. It's so
now
great.
Maybe I'm inspired. Okay, so last question I have to ask you is, do you have like a saying or a quote or anything that you live by that you want to share with the Poop Coven?
I mean, so first of all, I just want to say that I look up to you so much, not only as a streamer, but as you being a beautiful person and just being so kind. And you cultivated this wonderful community, and you deserve all the love and the praise in the entire world. And I'm so happy that I stumbled upon your stream.
You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm about to do. I'm about to throw punch you. You are not allowed to be nice to me. Them's the rules, DaTaysteeOne. You know the rules.
No, I don't abide by the rules.
You have to say the B word for me. Say it like you're going to the place.
Yeah, bitch.
No, say it like you're going to the... Thank you. Oh, say it again. Say it 17 times. You are so sweet. You don't have to be nice to me. I'm just grateful for you being here, really, because when I asked you to join, you were so... First of all, I always feel like when I ask someone and they're really excited, it makes me look forward to it. Like, I always look forward to every podcast, but like... it makes me even more excited because I'm like, oh my God, they're excited. So I love when people feel really invested and they want to be here. And it's not like, so thank you for your kindness, because you are wonderful and you're not ever allowed to be nice to me. And now say what you want to say about your stuff. Don't talk about me.
I wanna. But no, so I mean, so what I do in my like work life is I am like a director of a nonprofit for like at-risk youth. And I just tell them, if you're gonna be anything, be kind, respect one another. You may not agree with what somebody says and their beliefs, but you just have to respect it, and you can move freely through life and just share the kindness that you wish that you would have gotten.
Yes.
Because I know everybody's been through hard times in their life and had some strife and difficult times, but it's the choice to be a kind person and a happy person that matters.
Yes.
I went through a lot of really icky stuff in my life, and I know you guys have too. But I choose to be like this so I can bring change to somebody. Whether it be by a smile, a compliment, me tripping over something and people laughing at me peeing my pants in front of 50 people. I'm sure that made their night plus some. But I just look at life as a new day every day, and the opportunity to be the change that you want to see. As like cliche as all of that sounds.
No, it's real.
It's truly real. And the attitude that you have for other people, they will pass that on through their life. And
absolutely,
it's happiness is infectious.
I agree completely. I love that so much. So before, because you said something, you work for a nonprofit. Have you guys ever partnered with Twitch? With any Twitch streamers?
We have not, no. So we are very we are very strong pivot.
Yeah, like, strong. I got the little. Oh, really? You've never? Did you? Super subtle of me.
But no, we haven't, because we're a very small organization. We've been around for about 12 years, but we really mainly serve youth within our community. But
what's your charity's name?
So it's the Shop, also known as the Brainerd Baxter Youth Center. So we have at-risk youth come in, ages 14 to 22. It's an after-school thing, so they can come in after, school or whatever. They're able to get meals, hot meals every single night, snacks. We have a food shelf, hygiene products, clothes, anything that they would need. And we also teach them life skills.
Wow.
So I went to school for IT. So youth can come in and learn how to take apart computers, put them together, repair them. Same with bicycles. We do our monthly sex talks, where they get to hear from a reproductive health expert and talk about targeted topics that they might not hear about in school. We have our Rainbow Road, which is one of my favorites for our LGBTQIA plus youth and allies. So we can talk about LGBT related events, issues, things that they want to see within our community, things like that. So we do a ton of stuff for youth and by youth. So
wow. I honestly, I think that everything that you just said and everything, first of all, no charity's too small. And I think that if you ever, in the future, if you ever wanted to discuss, because I don't know if you know, but the Poop Coven really likes to do charity events. We really like to do charity events. So, I would love to talk with you more, one-on-one about it, because I think that St. Jude Live is amazing and it's the biggest, campaign, but I actually really love doing small connections too with charities that maybe have never been on Twitch, and then we can be, because I'm not trying to beep the Poop Coven, but having a lot of charities work with us, one-on-one, and us being their entry into Twitch, I know that they're going to have a good experience regardless of how much we raise, is because the community is wonderful and we're all safe and we care, and there's a genuine fostering of a connection between us, me, the Poop Coven, and whatever charity we work with. I work one-on-one to make it an amazing event. So I love working with smaller organizations. I love working with organizations that have never been on Twitch before. So maybe me and you will have a talk in the future about some stuff.
My main thing is, even if that doesn't come to fruition where we don't have a charity, I just want people to know
that there's options. Yeah.
That there's options, that our youth, and I call them youth, but they're really teenagers. Most teenagers are underserved. It's generally birth to 5 that is taken care of highly. And then it kind of cuts off after 11 and 12. So it's a very underserved community. They're very misunderstood. I remember being a teenager and hormones going crazy.
Me too.
Your brain's not fully functioning.
No. And a lot of teenagers are angry, right? Angsty, angry. And those are totally normal feelings for teenagers to have, but parents and even teachers get fed up with it.
Yep.
But their bodies and brains are literally actively changing.
Yeah, and your brain doesn't end up fully forming until you're into your mid-20s. Which is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But a lot of our youth, with society and, kind of the stigma between mental health and bullying, sexual harassment, all of that stuff has crept into schools in such a dangerous way.
Yeah.
That it's terrifying. I talked with just 8 youth today when I was at work. Of all of them, and I just asked these questions unsolicited, none of them felt safe at school. They were being sexually assaulted in the hallways.
What?
Bullied, on the daily, being bullied or pushed or attacked.
And how does that translate to are they able to, when they can they tell the principal, can they tell teachers, how does that behavior can't be allowed? It can't.
They tell teachers, counselors, nurses, principals, superintendents. They take it and they don't do anything about it. And I do know that for a fact, that this is just my community. I can't speak for other communities, but I have heard, with statistics wise and things, this is happening all over our country. It's not just one isolated incident. It's I want to cry just thinking about it, because these kids, they shouldn't be scared to go to school.
No,
they shouldn't be scared to be themselves.
Right.
And I wish I could go in there and punch a bunch of bullies. Like, I would punch some kids every day. I'm like, I'm going to go punch a kid and I don't even care. Like, I will fight them. And I just want to get the awareness out there that our youth need our help. They need mentors. They need that support.
They need people who advocate for them, who make who hear what they're saying and like help in whatever way you can. I'm sure that like there's all different ways that you can help, but just having them be heard and believed is just so important. So important. I hope that you can actually tag it in chat when we're wrapped up, the link to your nonprofit. And I would honestly love to talk with you. I think that this is I think everything that your nonprofit stands for is amazing. And I adore you. Like literally. Oh my God, stab me right now. I absolutely adore you. DaTaysteeOne, I want to say thank you so much again for being here, for being a part of the Poop Coven, for sharing your insight, for sharing your amazing stories, Tinder stories.
I have so many more.
We have to do another one. I love you so much, DaTaysteeOne.
I love you.
Thank you so much for being with us. I'm sorry I held you so late. I know you've been up till 6, but we went like over time. But you know what? It was worth it because I adore you and I wanted to hear all the stuff. And you are sensational. Again, this is DaTaysteeOne. I am Poop Witch X, and this was our episode of Coven Conversations. Maybe we'll have another one in the future, maybe. I would love it. I love it.
I would love it.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.